I'm Jay Cormier, founder and CEO of Eyedaptic, and I'm here to introduce a new approach to retinal diseases with our augmented reality visual aid. So, of course, we see the world like this. We're sighted, but someone with AMD has a slow loss of central vision, as everyone here well knows, as well as some distortion along the way. So what we're here to do is try to solve this with a technology as opposed to a pharmaceutical. We try to simulate the natural vision to help people return to their fuller lives. And we do this by trying to effectively restore the full field of vision with an augmented reality glasses that seamlessly integrates with the real world and also does not inhibit mobility. Also, it's visually adaptable and easy to use. And because it's not a therapy or a diagnostic, it's considered an FDA Class 1 exempt device. So, as many of us know, the retinal space and the people with macular degeneration has a huge population and a huge unmet need. We are focused on the late-stage AMD. That's our initial target, or if I would say it this way, the toughest problem to solve. And of course, these users, and I'm careful to say users since they're not my patients, when they go to the doctor and they get diagnosed, unfortunately, there's nothing that can be done for them, and they get moved over to a low vision specialist where they're given some sort of magnification device. And of course, the magnifier, as the more you magnify, limits your field of vision, thereby compounding the problem. So I'm going to try to here simulate what our solution might look like. Of course, we have vision, so this is a little tough, so use your imagination. This is someone with AMD that maybe is looking at a TV remote. Of course, they lost their central vision and their peripheral vision is blurry. Of course, again, when they magnify, all they've done is now limited their field of vision. What we do is try to restore that field of vision, but also warp out that center so all the visual information is there for them to use. Now, this basic concept is actually not new. It's been pioneered by NASA over 20 years ago. But what's here today now is some of the best augmented reality glasses to make this a possibility, as well as our proprietary software, algorithms, features, as well as hardware hooks to make this work in the application. And then we redistribute those pixels and take advantage of the user's preferred retinal locus to optimize their peripheral vision. Furthermore, our system is fully adaptive, so not only adaptive to their particular visual deficit, but also to their environment and their habits to make it maximally impactful for their usage. So where are we today in clinical engagements? We've seen over 26 users. This is a combination of our own R&D engagement as well as our clinical trials. We've done some early measurements with some of the reading tests and have taken people that are certainly past 20/70 and seen how this has worked for them. So again, this is our early clinical data. What we've shown so far is that there's an average increase in reading speed of roughly 50%. Now keep in mind, this is not just an eye chart, but this is full text, what you would find in perhaps a novel. We get these users reading down to 5-point font in most cases, so they're able to read their pill bottles again when they have no hope of reading those. And in fact, just a couple of weeks ago, one of our users, she has not read a newspaper in over 3 years. We had her reading newsprint again and had to finally take away the print to get her to stop reading. She was so excited. So this is early clinical data. So what we're doing now is we're in the middle of our clinical trial. This is really a quality of life clinical trial. So not only do we test reading, but we also look at other quality of life type data. This is a 2-part visit where we bring someone in, we give them some baseline assess them, as well as do some early training, then bring them back and get them to do their reading tests and their other timed activity tests. And this is ongoing, and we'll be presenting this data next month at the Envision Low Vision Conference. So real quickly on the business side, we work with a lot of key retinal specialists, and we envision 2 different products. One is for the late stage AMD, so this is probably what I'd call the optimal hardware with the best field of vision. And then also an earlier stage model for people that are just starting to have this problem. And this is very much the hearing aid model, so this is a direct pay model, and we priced it identical to the hearing aids as well as a subscription-based pricing. The team is made up of some technologists and some medical specialists, so really bringing those 2 worlds together is what makes this work. Certainly thanks to my co-founders who both have engineering backgrounds as well as retinal specialists and some of our KOLs in retina and low vision. So where are we now? We've validated this with our users, as I've discussed. We presented our preclinical data at ARVO a couple months ago. We're presenting our clinical data next month. At the end of the year, we're going to start beta testing in-home use and then launching this next year. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time.